Previously on the Nerd Way.
It looks like they want to get back on track. It says here in that park place, Disney scrambles.
Disney makes everything lame and gay and then asks, where have all the men gone?
Yes. Disney scrambles to win back men and boys after driving them away from Marvel and Star Wars. Be prepared to die. Yes. See, with people
Jokes are endless.
With people like us around, I mean, we should be the ones writing these movies.
Yeah, but we're not black and gay.
I can identify as that if it gets me a job.
It only seems to work on the other direction, I've noticed, Steve.
Dang it.
Yeah, it never seems to work. Do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't hop on a dinghy and float over to France or the US or whatever and claim asylum. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
But here in the in this article in that park place, it says, see if I can zoom and enhance.
Zoom and enhance. Big Bob there, look.
There he is. For years, Disney's been accused of alienating men and boys, the very audience.
No, stop it.
The very audience that once made Marvel and Star Wars global juggernauts.
Oh, I don't believe that for a second.
Now, according to Variety, the company is quietly admitting its mistake. Executives are instructing their film division to create content specifically targeted at Gen Z males, boys and young men between the ages of 13 and 28, who Disney has been pushing away for years. I could add a couple other age groups to that because before they pushed these guys away, they pushed the original fans away. And we're still here. And to be quite honest, we're the ones with jobs. I don't see a Gen Z 13-year-old kid having a job or much money.
Look, if you look, if I may intercede on the behalf of young people everywhere, at least in the UK anyway, Steve, the reason why young people can't get jobs in the UK is because our government insists on filling our country with Indians.
That is true.
Not to turn this political, but yeah, it's a bit hard to get a paper round when Abdul and his 50 wives also want a paper round.
Yeah, but they pushed original fans out when Kathleen Kennedy decided she wanted to make the Force female. The MCU pushed out original fans when they decided to go the MCU route.
Yeah. I'm sensing a theme here, Steve. Keep going. I'm sensing a theme.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on it, but
maybe says get rid of the gay stuff, the MCU, and maybe they'll come back. Well, they may be trying that.
But how can they do this when they filled their ranks with those people?
That's a good question.
It's the same, isn't it, with the rest of Hollywood? They've taken all these people in now. They've been, it's not infiltration anymore. It's just replacement. Again, I'm not making any other political statement on that, but Disney must be filled to the brims now because they've got rid of people that had kind of different kind of opinion. You look at head of Pixar, Lasser. They're all gone. There is no one left at Disney. There may be some people hiding under their desks, but they probably wouldn't want to put their hand up and say, I've got an idea, because they don't know if it's a trap for a struggle session like They want Gina Carano to do. So no one's going to say anything for a minute. And they're not going to get these activists to write. They'd rather quit because then they can go on social media and get a GoFundMe.
It says
Disney
here,
is just in a complete fucking death spiral, and they deserve it.
So the article goes on to say that it wasn't that long ago that Marvel and Lucasfilm were cultural staples for men and boys. Before Marvel and Lucasfilm were purchased by Disney, they were. Fathers brought their sons to Iron Man and The Force Awakens. No father better have taken his son to The Force Awakens. If they did, that's grounds for child abuse. You have a license for that observation?
It's been revoked, Drew. I tried to have a nice chat with a young lady jogging, but it turned out to be an undercover police officer.
I'm surprised you got away.
She did eventually.
Here, make Deadlock into a movie. Great masculine superhero energy. I couldn't agree with you more, Amy Hudler. You are a wise.
But yeah, you could propose that to a Disney exec, and they'd have a heart attack the minute they see kind of masculine as a theme.
As soon as they read the book and they go, this doesn't quite line up with our.
Can't make this too lame and gay, can we? Well, they could. You can do that to anything, but
well, I wouldn't let them. Like, hey, we want to take the story this way. I'm like, no, that's not the way the story goes. Anyway, back to this, and fathers abusing their sons, taking them to the Force Awakens. They took their sons to the movies with the same sense of excitement that earlier generations had for Indiana Jones or The Empire Strikes Back. But in the Bob Iger, Kevin Feige, and Kathleen Kennedy era, Disney's approach shifted dramatically. We already talked about that, how they decided to make everything lame and gay and put a chick in it. Superheroes and Jedi were reimagined, reshaped, and in many cases sidelined as the studio rebranded its most valuable franchises to appeal to female audiences instead. That wasn't just a small adjustment, it was a company-wide strategy. Captain Marvel was positioned as the face of Marvel. Luke Skywalker was dismantled to make way for Rey, and longtime male fan favorites were often written off as outdated or worse, problematic.
Problematic, the word of the decade.
Yes. This is problematic. Problematic and a modern audience. Those two will go down as the early 21st century buzzwords that just destroyed everything. So it seems here Mr. David Greenbaum, who's in charge of the live-action films at Disney, was given the task of developing new IPs that will attract young men back to the movies. Chris, can they do it?
No. Because who is he going to write the script? Nia DaCosta or some other fucking moron? Who is going to produce it? It's going to be another blue-haired fucking moron. There isn't anyone left at Disney.
Yeah,
and even if they say to Nia, listen, can you just write something decent, or we're going to sack you. It'll just be, she'll quit and she'll get all her fanfare on social media, even though they won't pay her bills. But that's just kind of the climate we're in. And then someone else, Paramount, will probably pick her up. Skydance be damned. Netflix will pick her up. It's just a revolving door of shit. The guy's going to have to write the film, produce the film, cast the film, star in the film probably, because he's not going to get Pedro Pascal in it.
Yeah, sorry, Pedro. No one's licking a glow stick in this movie, so...
What I'm saying is Major X being pressed for doubt here.
Yeah, the only way Disney can bring them back is they're going to have to just understand the fan base they're going after and then hire writers and directors that understand that, which just happen to be men. Women cannot write a good man part. I'm saying it.
Oh no, that's okay. I was seeing where you were going, but it needs to be. We just need a heterosexual man writing those characters. And this is the problem when you stop making product for the core audience, which is in most cases generally men. They ain't gonna want to go see it, are they?
No.